Okay, so what we were going to talk about is taking this apart. This is how it fits on top of your extractor. So when you want to take it apart, I had to go get some tools because I didn't have any here. But this little, oh, I forget what they call them, nut anyway, fits in there right onto that bolt. Those worked out fine. There's two of them here, as I showed you earlier. One, two, and then these two. So we'll take those off and then I'll show you what we have. Let's put these on so we don't lose our nut. Hopefully neither one of our nut or our bolt. Okay, so now we've got this up where we can maybe. Alright, I'm gonna have to take these other two off as well. Sorry about that. Won't take real long, I don't think. No, it won't take very long. Uh-oh, wrong size. Wrong size. What is this? Nope, that's wrong size. Well, where did my wrench go that I just now used? There it is. Okay, so we will take these off, or at least loosen them where we can kind of get on the rod off. Alright, that's a pretty easy task. Alright, so now we're going to take these two off as well. That'll loosen that up for the, well, may just have to loosen them up. Actually, they were very, very loose when I got the machine. They were already loose. Alright, so here we go. Now you can see here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 screw holes here. Alright, now the screws that were in those screw holes, there were 4 just like this. Those were already in there. Well, whenever I tried to tighten them up after it broke, after everything came apart, when I tried to tighten them up, they would just spin. They never would catch. So obviously it had been stripped at the factory. So what I had to do then was to go buy a tap and die. I just got one tap and some new screws, just a teeny bit larger than what we had. These were number 12. I think what was in it was a 12 maybe, but it was kind of a little bit of a skinny 12. It was bigger than an 11, but still, I think it was a 12 anyway. But anyway, I got some good 12s instead of these little cheesy ones. And so I did the tap. Basically what I was doing was re-threading the hole. And then I screwed these screws in, snugged them up really tight because I didn't want them coming apart. And then put it back in. As you can see, that's what turns. That's what turns the mechanism inside as you can see, it sticks through there. So you put that back together, put your bolts and your nuts back on, snug them up really good, and you're in business. But again, you've got to snug these up good before you start using the extractor because they will come apart. This even came apart when I had to put it on here properly. Not this. Not this. Oh, well, that's all right. I don't need. But it was this one here. Be sure and tighten that one up because when you loosen that, this will just slip right off the end. So there you have it. That should give you a good idea of what could happen. Of course, those extractors come with legs. They're kind of flimsy, but they do the trick. They're not that bad. So whenever you put those legs on, then you'll also put this on the top. Now I can't show you that here because I don't have the extractor right here with me. It's full of honey inside the building. But when you get ready to put this on top of the extractor, you'll find 2 bolts sticking up that are in the side of the extractor. There's 2 bolts, and you'll just screw your nuts on those, and it comes with it. So you should have everything that you need. So if you decide to do that, you can still own one of these, and as long as you take it easy and as I said, tighten it up really good before you use it, shouldn't have any problems at all, because it really works pretty well until it came apart, but that was my fault. So I would also encourage you, if you're fairly new to the beekeeping business, you might not really need one of these. It'd probably be better for you to just borrow one from a friend, share one with a friend so that you can both use one. The only problem with that is the cleanup, because some folks don't clean up as well as other folks, and it may not be satisfying to you, and that's one reason I bought my own. As I mentioned in the previous video, I had bought a bigger one for Langstroth, but then I went from Langstroth to the horizontal hives, and so I've been using the lay-ins frames. I love the lay-ins frames. I really love the lay-ins frames. It's really hard to find the materials for them or anything for them, because most of the bee companies that sell supplies don't support lay-ins, so you actually just have to check out lay-ins online, and you'll find some places that do sell stuff for the lay-ins. They're generally going to be a little bit more expensive, but not all that much. But for the convenience and the ease and the room that the bees have, I choose the lay-ins hives, lay-ins frames and the horizontal hive over anything. No lifting, none of that kind of stuff. So it makes your life so much easier as a beekeeper. So anyway, if you have any questions, just write them in the comments down below. Had a couple of comments on the last video, and so that's why I did this one, so that you'd see what went wrong and how it went wrong and the problems it could take. And as I may have mentioned on the previous, when I tapped the screw on this side, it broke into the side wall, but it really doesn't affect the stability of the unit. With the 3 screws in there, it works out just perfectly, so that's not a big issue. But you really do have to be careful with these, because they are cast aluminum, I believe, and that cast aluminum is really easy to break if you're not real careful, and sometimes if you don't know your own strength, better be careful with these. Okay, any other questions, give me a holler. I appreciate you watching, and hopefully you'll have great success if and when you purchase one of these for yourself. So just let me know when you do. I'd be interested in knowing how it works out for you. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day, and God bless. Bye-bye.